Hello, students. How are you? Hope you are fine. Today we'll be learning to draw rational numbers on a number line. And the first example for this is draw 4 by 7 on a number line. So we should know that 4 by 7 is actually equal to 0 whole 4 by 7. Now it has three parts you can see here. One is the side number, which is a whole number, which is mentioning your starting point. What is your starting point on a number line? So that is showing this is 0. So we'll be starting with 0 on a number line. And from 0 to the next number, that is 1. So we'll be discussing about drawing on an integer from 0 to 1, and then we'll be looking for the next number, which is a denominator, that is 7. This is telling us about the intervals, that how many intervals we have to divide our line from 0 to 1. So it says that there are 7 intervals. For 7 intervals, we must need to know that these 7 intervals contains 6 lines, because whenever we will be drawing 6 lines, it will be making 7 intervals. So we want to check it out that whether it's correct or not. So we are drawing 7 intervals by putting 6 lines. So let's see now. These 6 lines are here: one, two, three, four, 5, and 6. So these are the 6 intervals, 6 lines which are drawing 7 intervals. Are these 7 intervals? Let's check it out. One interval, second interval, third interval, fourth interval, fifth interval, sixth interval, and 7 intervals. So we have seen that 7 intervals could be drawn by drawing 7 lines. Now, number 4, this point 4, which is the numerator, it is describing that how many steps to move. Steps to move is described by the numerator. So now we are moving 4 steps from the starting point, which is 0. So from 0, we are moving steps, 4 steps. So one step, the two step, third step, and fourth step. So this the fourth step is describing the position of our 4 by 7, 0 whole 4 by 7, or we can say that this is 4 by 7, and that is our position on a number line. Now come to the next example. This says that draw -3 by 11 on a number line. So again, we'll say that this is -3 by 11 is actually equal to 0 whole, it is equal to, sorry, -0 whole 3 by 11. So it is mentioning that this is a starting point is -0. So -0 means we'll be drawing towards the negative side. So this -0 means this is 0 side, and we'll be moving towards negative number, towards negative number line. Okay, so that's why we'll be writing 0 and -1 is wrong. Rather than doing this, we'll be drawing 0 and -1, because from 0 to the next negative number is -1, and this should be moving towards the left hand side, as on a number line, the number goes negative towards the negative side. So that is we have done. Now we'll be looking for the starting point, and we will be looking for now about the intervals, which is 11 intervals. It means we have to draw, as we have discussed earlier, 10 lines. So we are drawing 10 lines here. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now there are 10 lines, and the third point, which is here, is actually the number of steps we have to move from the starting point, that is 0. So from 0, we are moving 3 steps, that is 1, that is 2, that is 3, and that is your position of a number line, that is negative 0 whole 3 by 11, or we can say that negative 3 by 11. So this is how we could draw a point on a number line. Now another example is here, which says that draw 4 whole 3 by 5 on a number line. So now from here we can see that this is a number which is having already the side number, whole number, which is a starting point. So we'll be writing now this starting point on the number line, which is 4, and the next integer after 4 is 5. And then we'll be looking for the intervals, which is 5 intervals, means 4 lines we have to draw. So we are drawing 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the numerator describes that we have to need steps. How many steps? 3 steps, and starting from 4. So we are moving from 4, 3 steps, which is 1, which is 2, which is 3, and that is the location which is describing 4 whole 3 by 5. Now, similarly, this is a number line. This is a fraction which we need to draw on a number line, that is minus 5 whole 7 by 8. So we are drawing this on a number line, but before that we see that there is negative 5 on the whole number. So that's why we'll be starting from negative 5. So negative 5 means we're writing negative 5 and towards the negative number, which is negative 6, and that is wrong. Why that is wrong? Because we already discussed that negative number must goes from right to left to right. Oh, sorry, right to left. So we'll be writing a number negative 5 here, and then we'll be moving towards left, which is negative 6, the next integer, and then we'll be discussing about the intervals, that is 8. 8 means we have to draw 7 lines between these two numbers, negative 5 to negative 6. So we are drawing 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So these are the 7 lines. And that is describing, the next numerator is describing that we have to move 7 steps, and 7 steps from negative 5, which is the starting point. So from 7 for negative 5, we are moving 7 steps. So 1, 2, and then 3, and 4, 5, 6, and then 7. That is our exact location, which is describing negative 5 whole 7 by 8. And that is how we could draw the number in a number line. Now, this is 4.8, means this is decimal, and we have to draw that decimal on a number line. So how we'll draw it? So let's see. That is 4.8. So 4.8 is actually decimal. So decimal could be written as, in place of the decimal, we'll be moving the decimal by 1, and then after that decimal there is 1 digit, so we'll be putting 1 0. So we'll be writing 48 over 10, or in other words we can say that this is improper, so we can write it as 4 whole 8 by 10. So this is look like the previous example, that this is having starting point, and this is having intervals, and this is having steps. So now, what is the starting point? Starting point is 4, the next number integer after 4 is 5, and then intervals are 10, so it means we'll be needing to draw 9 lines. So we're drawing 9 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 lines are here. And then how many steps we have to move? There is 8 steps, so we are moving 8 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that is our destination, or the exact location of 4 whole 8 by 7, which is actually equal to 4.8. So this is how we draw decimal on a number line. Now there's one another example, the last example, which is describing negative 3.763. So how to draw this decimal number, which multiple up to the thousands place. So how will we do it? So we'll be rounding it off up to the tenth place. So what we'll be doing? We'll be removing the number which are after the tenth place, and we'll see that the immediate removed number after the tenth place is in the category of five or more. So if it is five or more, so we'll be adding the next number by plus one. So this becomes as negative 3.8. And we have done earlier that negative 3.8 will be converted into negative 38 by 10. And this is an improper fraction, so we'll be writing it as negative 3 whole 8 by 10. And now this negative 3 whole 8 by 10 means 10 means that is the starting point of it is negative 3. And because this is a negative number, so we'll be writing towards the negative side, means from right to left. So negative 3 is on the right, and then the on the next integer is towards the left is negative 4. And then this 10 is describing the intervals, and intervals mean that 9 lines. So we'll be drawing 9 lines between negative 3 to negative 4. So we are drawing 9 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So these are the 9 number of lines. And then there is steps from negative 3 is 8 steps. So we'll be writing from negative 3, 8 steps. So 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, 5 step, 6 step, 7 step, and 8 steps. So that is the position which is describing negative 3 whole 8 by 10, or we can say that this is actually negative 3.8, or round off to the 10th place, it is actually negative 3.763. So this is the number which is describing, this is the position which is describing negative 3.763. Now, your task is to convert these following numbers on a number line. So you will be drawing these points on a number line and show it to me with your answer, and then you may describe that you understood or not. Thank you for this time. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.